A9 race coming up at Hove. We're going to show you one of the runners, and then we're going to tell you a little bit more about the said greyhound. We're talking about Albion Star, who runs here for the North Stand Chapped Dogs. This is the last run in Trap 6. This is a bit of a Skirlow champ type greyhound because she doesn't do very much early. There she is, right out the back door. But she is going to come home.
Yeah, she finishes really strongly, and she's beginning to get a bit of a following on the channel because of her performances. And Nigel Summers has been in contact, of course, who's a member of the syndicate, the North Stand Chat Ground Race Syndicate. I think the North Stand aspect all comes from the affiliation with Brighton football team. You can see it flying over there, and it's a nice story because the syndicate have started off very small, but there's a story in the Racing Post today about it. Jonathan Kay wrote. They sponsor a football team in Belfast just because it happens to have the same name, which is nice. But it's a youth football team, and yeah, that's nice that you know, they've sort of created that as well. Albion Star Youth FC. They've got another two in the syndicate, Albion Legend and Albion Flyer. They're really sort of obviously passionate about their dogs. And Nigel's right, he did send a letter into the Racing Post, which I've been carrying around for about a year, and I've forgotten I had it in my bag.
Just a year.
The intention was to go down and see these guys and to do a piece with them, because yeah, they're really passionate about their dogs, and the syndicate's going from strength to strength. And yeah, apologies for that, Nigel. That was entirely my fault. And at some stage, I'd love to come and see you. So hopefully that's what we'll do.
Oh, that's almost the best bit of the story.
I've probably got,
I've got
different bags, it's in my work bag. I thought I'm going to go and see these guys, and you know, Brighton's not too far. Fantastic story, and it's got buried in all my paperwork.
Do you know what I like about that story, Jim? I like the fact that, that they've got this link with this football team in Belfast, because as Phil says, they just happens to be called Albion Star. Yeah. And it makes you think, doesn't it? Because you know, there must be lots of people who've got greyhounds. You know, people will be googling their greyhounds now and seeing if they can find a common link.
Wouldn't it be good if they found a future football star and got him signed up at Brighton as well? There you go. That really tight, complete story.
Our racing club, Steve Morrison Grant Holt Racing Club, we've just sponsored a local boys team with their kits and stuff. So. You know. So
we'll be seeing the names on the shirt.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Alan Finley, of course, the Pinpoint recruitment, Mill Pinpoint man.
Sponsors of the art.
Sponsors of the art. He sponsors. One of his. He's got, obviously he's from the North East, but he's also got an office down in sort of my neck of the woods, and he sponsors my son's football team, or has bought them training coats and stuff like that, because the guy who works for him runs the team. So, and sort of, it's funny how the sort of two worlds cross over sometimes.
That's good stuff, isn't it? Yeah, it just shows what you can do with a little bit of sponsorship. Let's get across to Hove, because we're quite looking forward to this Albion Star race. 2-to-1 chance here, so not Alice. Remember, by the way, Lima Oscar is not running Trap 6. Should have told you that earlier, or reminded you anyway. Trap 6 vacant, 5 dogs only. 5 at 2-to-1, but it's the 4-station Gene, who has been beaten a couple of short prices recently, 4-to-5 and 5-to-4. I was prepared to give her another chance in the hope that her early pace could come to fruition here, but you know, maybe one for a few layers Trap 4 on that basis. Who'd you like, Jim?
Yeah, I do like the bitchin' Trap 4, but like you say, she's been expensive to follow at times, so you wouldn't be betting her too heavily. But it's always good to watch dogs like Albion Star come through fast and late, totally devoid of early pace, and then it's doing all its best work late. It makes for an exciting finish very often.
Exactly, and I mean, you'd like to think, wouldn't you, with obviously the Albion connection? I'm sure you know that. I'm sure the football club, you know, there is a link obviously going on there, and you kind of wonder, you know, it can work for both organisations, because hopefully it means, you know, a few people who go to football at Brighton, you know, might want to get involved with a syndicate, or at least might want to come down to the dogs at Hove, and vice versa. It might get a few people who are regulars at Hove going to watch a bit of football. So you know, it can work for both parties. NSC Greyhounds, who obviously are the North Stand Chat owners, say fingers crossed for our go Albion Star can blast past them again this evening and go one better than last week. Watching the VT that we went through a few moments ago, I mean, it almost looked like she'd won, to be fair.
Yeah,
it was that close, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, I mean, she's an exciting bitch. But it's an interesting race here. I mean, 4 obviously an initial look at the race, and I thought, 4 was going to be the section. It's going to go. She should lead, which is what she needs to do. If she gets on the bunny, she's obviously better than she's shown. But there's another greyhound in here who's got similar style to 5, and that's Track 1, a Hop on Rihanna for Nora McAllister, who again leaves it late and powers home. She's a puppy as well, so there is a school of thought she's still capable of upping her game slightly and going a bit quicker. So I'm going to take a chance with the red. Well, I'd love to see 5 run well. I thought 1 might get first run on the leaders, but certainly one to watch. The action's going to be off the last bend, I think, here, Darryl.
Yeah, you'd imagine so, wouldn't you? Dave Wood's been on Quest House. Says Bailey's Quest, one earlier, of course, bought after winning a first-round heat of Casco in Ireland that Mildeen Panther won the year before. He says Chris also bought Senor George from Casco, and the winner of that Steeple Road Andy is with Charlie Lister. So that's turned out to be a pretty decent event. So 5 to 4. Station Gene, and 9 to 4 now Albion Star, and 7 to 2 bar. Looks like we're ready to go here. The Coin Contract Limited Stakes, A9 the grade. Hares on the move at Hove. Of course, Hove racing tomorrow morning. It's Good Friday, but there will be in action on Kinsley. Off we go racing. 5 dogs only, very slow start. Hop on Rihanna, not so slowly away. Albion Star, who sits in 4th place at the moment as they go round towards the back straight. Then it's just going to be 2 Katie's Impact with 4. Station G, who sits side by side. Wilbury Star 3 is closed up. We know the other 2 are going to finish strongly, so it's game on by the looks of things here as they go down towards the final bend. Then 2 and 4 together with 3. 1 Hop on Rihanna now starting to unleash when Albion Star's further back off the final bend. Hop on Rihanna's getting a lovely run through here. Track 1 from 2. 5 beginning to run on the far side. 1 in front from 5 who's flying home. 1 just doing enough. Held on in the end. Hop on Rihanna beats 5 Albion Star.
Well, what about that? I mean, 1's actually gave 5 a start and then held it off, but it's great.